Hi, welcome back to another review on Zolar lights. Today I'm really excited because I have an exclusive review of these two lights hot off the NAB 2023 showroom floor. And they are exactly what I was waiting for. I'm really excited to talk about these lights today. They have amazing potential, amazing clarity and light output, and I think that these lights are going to change the game just like Aputure did about a decade ago. Let's get into it. Now, as a quick overview of the Zolar lights, they are still, even in this line, the most color accurate light that I have ever encountered. I finally got my hands on a color meter and we tested that. These lights have an amazing range between 2,000 and 20,000 Kelvin. Your Arri sky panel has a range between 2,800 Kelvin and 10,000 Kelvin. So there's quite a discrepancy in the range in which it can go, and that was one thing that I didn't mention, and that is the fact that these lights have an amber dedicated LED. The sky panel, in the last video, you only see an array of 3 lights. Inside these Zolar lights, there is an array of 4, R, G, B, A, and W, amber and white. That is all I wanted to touch on. The internals, the way that Zolar achieves their color accuracy, and the manufacturing process of the 1x1 lights compared to these is relatively the exact same. They're going for consistency across the board. And in my test, that's about what I found. As you get larger, there's a little more factors involved, but the lights still rate on the highest scale of color accuracy that I have seen. So first I'll start with a light that can go toe to toe with our best light. This light in my intensity output test was outscoring the Arri sky panel, which is awesome because this thing is $1,500. Next, on my right, we have the Vega 60C. This thing is big, not as big as the Arri S360C, but this thing allegedly can outshine and outcolor that light at $3,000. You can pre-order this right now on B&H, link below. Check it out, buy it. So as you can tell, I'm pretty freaking excited. Zolar has really hit all the marks as far as making a reliable, sturdy, and functional light inside most studio and non-studio filming applications. The Vega 60C holds the same CRI and SSI scores that the 1x1 panels I last reviewed. That's a 98 and 90 respectively. If you're interested in more of a deep dive into this color science and how it stacks up with other prosumer and entry-level pro lights, you can check out this link. I found this a great data set to just reference when I was testing these two lights and to go back and just learn a little bit more about how it stacks up to our Aputure Novas and our Aputure Lightstorms and others. Next, I'd like to talk about the exterior of these lights. First, I'm going to start with the 60C. The 60C is not in a finalized package, so there's going to be a lot changed from what you see in this exclusive. As far as the interior for this light, it is final. It is going to look just like this, it's going to perform just like this, and it's going to have an internal ballast just like this. I'm really liking the exterior of the 80C. The corner bumpers on the 80C, I'm told, are a final design feature. I like that feature because you can tie those off when hanging lights from the ceiling, or if you have a windy or unstable mount, you can tie them off to the ground and, safety is covered. Now, if you're a bigger studio or a bigger production, I cannot put this light on by myself. I struggle with it even with another person. Not in weight, just in it's large and awkward and you got to get it up on a combo stand. So it's a kind of a monster, but it's in comparison with the Arri S360, which is just enormous. And it comes in at like a quarter of the price, even less. This thing's gonna be $3,000. Yeah, so from a value, functionality, and reliability standpoint, it's a no-brainer. I'd pre-order this light if I could. Again, just looking at these finer details of the build of these exterior lights, they're very rugged. I think they match at least the feel and the density and structure of aluminum and other metal materials that the Arri Sky panel or an Aputure Nova have that we've looked at, and they perform even better than the Pro lights that we have. So again, super exciting, super happy to talk about these. Now, in my last light review on Zolar lights, I was critical of their case. Zolar has informed me that their cases that they ship their lights out in are strictly for that, for shipping purposes, to get it to your door or to get it to the studio safely and intact. Ideally, you just have a hard case that's roughly the size of that soft padding. You drop it in there, and then you've got your Zolar light hard case. The same thing's gonna apply for these lights. They're gonna come in a soft case that's strictly meant for shipping, but that foam can be repurposed inside your hard case to have that custom fit that we're mostly used to from most light manufacturers. These Zolar lights also have the same channels for inserts as the Tolman and Vega 60C lights that I reviewed earlier did, so you can get the same barn doors, grids, stylus, or diffusion in different spreads of light and accessories for these lights. Just like both of these lights are priced very affordably, their accessories are as well. It's another thing that you're not going to overpay for when you're buying a brand like Arri. Now, you'd think, wow, Zolar presented me with the lights that I had asked for in my last video, so I'm going to try it again and ask them for some waterproof, light matte looking blade style thin LED panels. And then I mentioned waterproof. I want to put them underwater. Let's put that out in the world and see what happens. That's all I have on these lights today. I think this review will be helpful for most people who are in the search for their next lighting source. I was not paid by Zolar for this review. I am completely independent. I just happened to know somebody who was on the NAB floor. They told me about these lights and I was able to get them into this studio and review them today. So again, I'm not paid by Zolar for these. This is personally my opinion on these lights, and the evidence that I've presented today has all been my own work and nobody else's. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you next time, and thanks for stopping by.